to start yet.
Hello, Internet. No?
Turn it off so we can talk about how we're starting because you're going to...
Hello, Internet. What were we going to say?
Great.
Episode 30.
Yes. Why are we sitting here in your van?
We're sitting in the van because it's warm.
It's warm and it's better light, and I didn't want to stand outside, even though it's getting warmer.
It's like 40 degrees. I think winter's over.
Mike thinks it's short weather. Not quite.
Since it's episode 30, it's another episode to chat. And this time we're going to chat about the numbers.
We're going to chat about the numbers. We're going to chat about money. And how
Everybody's favorite topic.
how much money we've spent.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, what was the first thing we had to do?
We had to buy land. How much did we spend on the land, Mike Dean?
$36,500 for 5 acres.
Yeah. Which, coming from Portland, we felt like that was a pretty good deal. We were all right with it.
I mean, you can spend $100,000 on a city lot in Portland.
Yeah.
At the time, we thought it had a well and a septic, so...
Well, no, we didn't. We didn't think that at all.
We kind of did.
Because they said as is, so we knew, even though...
It said well and septic.
No.
That it had.
Yeah. But it also said as is, and we couldn't get any information, because we bought it from an auction.
Right.
So we knew that there was something going on with we didn't buy it thinking it had septic and well. We hoped it did.
Yeah. When we came out in October to check it out for the first time, we quickly found out that, the septic was going to be no good and probably the well was going to be no good. So.
Yeah. But that was okay. That was okay with me. That was built into my expectation.
Still seemed like a good price for raw land. And let's not forget it has a 2-car garage on it. And and a house.
Wow.
That needed to be torn down. But, all things, even if it was just nothing here, which, it kind of had electrical. So that was good.
Right.
It formerly had electrical.
Yeah. Speaking of electric, how much did we spend on electric?
Well, I think all total we spent $2,900, but that included the main panel on the garage with the meter box and a little panel in the garage, and that also included a 30 amp outlet for our camper. And then the second part of the electrical was the new 200 amp panel in the barn. So both of those visits cost $2,900.
All right.
Before that happened, we had to get a porta potty, which was how much?
$275.
Basically for all summer.
Yeah, we had it all summer.
Which was nice.
Yeah, it's probably important because we had a lot of guests, not just for ourselves.
Yes.
All right, and then...
Excuse me for a second. Keep talking. It's okay. My nose is running.
I'm not going to keep talking. You're going to take that part out.
Probably not.
All right, and then...
So the next thing to do was...
We had to tear down the house. That was a lot of work. And we spent just on the drop boxes. What do you call those things?
Dump boxes.
Dump boxes. We spent about $1,800. Honestly, we couldn't find the receipts. That's a guess.
6 dump boxes. We figured about $300 a piece. So.
Yeah.
And that doesn't include, well, there was some labor in there, but we'll get to the labor later.
Yeah. And then the next thing we spent money on was the foundation, which was $4,400.
That is the PVC pipe, some gravel. That was, 15 yards of concrete. The pumper truck, which was quite expensive. I think the pumper truck was like $900. But honestly, $4,400 for a foundation. It's pretty cheap, I think. If we would have paid somebody to do it, I mean, it would have been 4 times that.
It was a
cost.
lot of work. Whew, that was a lot of work. Oh, yeah.
Good thing that's over.
Yes. And then the pole barn.
Yeah, we basically got a pole barn kit from Menards. What did that cost us?
$13,000.
$13,000, which is basically everything. I mean, no doors, no windows, but everything that we needed to build the barn. All the framing, all the steel, soffit, I mean, all the steel. So, you know, for a almost 2,000 square foot building, 13 grand, it's pretty cheap. Although it doesn't really have a whole lot except just the shell.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah. Yes. And then the next categories are all just kind of lump sums of things that
Yeah.
we had to pay for throughout the process, right?
Yeah.
So we had rentals.
Yeah, that was, let's see, the Bobcat for a week. That was also the auger attachment for the Bobcat. That was another day of the Bobcat when I needed to kind of level things out once the barn was up. That was that lift to set the trusses. And that also included the trencher for the electrical. So all total, what did you already say?
Yeah, $21.50.
$21.50.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then labor, which we had a lot of people that helped us for free, but we did pay.
Paid Malcolm for a month. We paid Eric a little bit for his week, plus his travel expenses.
Because he worked so hard. He
Yeah.
came out here voluntarily,
Yeah,
but we just couldn't let him go home.
Malcolm
without some
worked very
cash.
hard too.
Oh yeah,
but-
Malcolm worked so hard.
But
So hard. But Eric came out with the understanding, with not the expectation we were going to give him money, but then,
Yeah.
whew,
it was well worth it. He was
Yeah.
he was a big help.
yeah,
And then there's some other family expenses. We helped put up Eric and Debbie or Jason and Debbie when they were here. So
yeah. Little things. We bought gravel,
that was
$550.
that was a lot of road repair or the driveway repair, and then a lot of the gravel around the perimeter. You know, once I did all this foundation part, just there was a lot of gravel that needed to be put back. So I think we have maybe 3 loads total, so that was 36 yards gravel, but that's what I remember was the 2 loads, which is the 550.
And under that snow somewhere, there's still a pile. We
There
need to
is,
spread
looking
out.
at it right now. I can't even tell it's there. It is a big pile, but
Yeah.
I was kind of noticing that huge pile of dirt. It doesn't really seem that big, does it? Now with all the snow
With
everywhere.
all the snow. Yeah. And then Menards, just in general.
Almost up to date with Menards. I don't think the last month has been on there, but just all the stuff, whether it's insulation and wiring and interior framing and just all that is $6,200. And then the garage door, which was $1,450. So all total so far, what do we got?
$70,825.
That doesn't include, well, it does include the camper, but just for the barn as it stands,
Yeah.
70,000. What's next on our
Right.
spending list?
So
We have a lot of things left to do.
slowly saving for our septic.
What's the septic going to cost us?
The septic will cost $19,000. So we're just trying to save, but also not be completely tortured by our lives. Live life and save for that. Hopefully by this summer we'll have our septic.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
And then I'd say the next big thing is probably well, but we got to sort that out.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure Mike will do a video about that.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff to do. I mean, Windows is going to be several $1,000s in Windows, but
Yeah.
I think our goal is to kind of be all in at 150,000
Oh, maybe we should
Right.
have talked about this before we got on camera.
I thought we did talk about it.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we we had talked about this a while ago, but
Yeah.
we didn't talk about it today in the lead up to this. So we both feel like $150,000 for 5 acres and a killer place to live in a beautiful setting is a pretty good price. I think
Yeah.
that's a fair price.
But we'll see what we come up to.
Yeah, interior finishing can eat up a lot of money.
Yes.
So, if we're going to have the heated floors and, all the fancy stuff.
The steam shower.
We are steam shower. We already looked at a wood stove.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
We might not get there.
Ever.
Yeah. But luckily we have the camper.
We have the camper, which I love.
Yeah.
Right?
So, what else? Anything else about the money?
I don't think so. Luckily, we're both gainfully employed. So we
Luckily,
can save some
we're
money.
both working, and
We're doing well.
as I may have already said, I think the cost of living here is quite a bit less than Portland, so it's a lot easier to save money. And we'll get there.
We'll get there. All right.
All right. Well, that's it for this time's chat. Thanks for watching. All the people who subscribe, thanks. And I finally have built up more content, so hopefully I can get back to some weekly videos here coming up.
Slacker.
I know. I've spent a lot of time shooting stuff and have some time to edit, so yeah, hopefully we can get back on track, and hopefully we can get back on the trivia time, because I know that's, a huge crowd favorite. Everybody loves it, right?
You love it, for sure.
I love trivia.
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching.